Und damit hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Pokémon Xenoverse. Wir sind das letzte Mal hier im Mount Starburst stehen geblieben, wo wir auf der Suche nach Cardinal Abraham sind. Und da oben ist ein komischer Stein. Hallo? Do you want try? Ja? Try shot? Bitte schmelz mal den Block. Hallo? Oh! Ein neuer Pokémon-Dungeon. Nice. Okay, da ist ein Glutexo. Da oben ist auch ein Glutexo, aber wenn wir von hier aus... Können wir so... Nee, von hier aus können wir nicht drüber springen. Turtonator. Ja, ich will über Turtonator drüber springen. Banks. Nicht gut. Verdammt. Nochmal. Da sind ein Haufen Glutexos drin. Ich würde gern eins davon fangen. Bam. Tot. Ja. Ja, ich möchte auch wieder auf Turtonator draufspringen. So, ich möchte... Ah, verdammt. Okay. Ja. Es hat mich gefangen. So, lass mich wieder rüberhüpfen da. Dann versuche ich es mal direkt nach oben. Verdammt. Dann versuche ich es gleich mal nach rechts. Das ist natürlich sehr gemein hier. Ich finde es immer noch sehr cute, dass man hier einfach diese Pokémon-Dance hat, also diese Nester. Ah, nein, hier noch nicht. Hier würde ich erst... Nee, warte. Da war ich gerade eben. Hier will ich rüber. Jawohl. Ja. Banks. Und wir haben eine TM Dragon Tail bekommen. War's das? Nee. War's nicht. Banks. Ja. Ich möchte auf Turtonator springen. Auch hier wieder... Oh. Verdammt! Aber wir haben schon mal die TM gefunden. So, gibt es hier drüben noch eine andere Möglichkeit? Ja, wir können ja auch noch nach rechts. So, da waren wir ja gerade. So, nach da oben sind wir schon. Okay, in der Richtung geht's nicht weiter. Waren wir da oben wirklich schon? Ich glaube schon. Ich weiß es gerade echt nicht mehr. Ja, darum waren wir schon. So, ich scoute mal hier den ganzen Weg aus. Was ist das denn? Gut. Okay. Da ist ein Pokémon aus dem Dungeon rausgegangen. Into Lion's Den. Okay. Irgendein komisches Pokémon den dann verlassen. So, der schnellste Weg rauszukommen ist natürlich, wenn man einen Glutex vor sich anschaut. Hallo? Ah, da ist es. Jetzt hin. Was bist du und warum siehst du so aus wie ein Glurak? Und warum kannst du dich graben? Maskott. Okay. Das Gesicht kann, also den Kopf könnte man wirklich so ein... Ja, könnte schon sagen, dass es Richtung Glurak geht. Wenn man möchte. Kann natürlich auch sein, dass ihr alle sagt, ja, halt die Klappe. Nee, tut's nicht. Aber egal. So, Mascot's data was added to the Pokédex. Das ist Feuerkäfer. Feuerstil, also es gibt mehrere Stile. It defends from predators assuming the form of a bigger Pokémon. It's very popular among Bug Maniacs. Ja, okay, also es sieht quasi, es will so aussehen wie ein Glurak, damit es sich vor Jägern verstecken kann. Auch interessant. Ja, wir wollen den Rock zerstören. Habe ich eigentlich schon die Textgeschwindigkeit erhöht in diesem Game? Nee, noch nicht. Yes. So. Und Full Heal haben wir bekommen. Da drüben ist ein Porygon Center, das heißt, da wird es wahrscheinlich weitergehen. Okay, erst müssen wir mit dem Cardinal reden, bevor wir hier weiter können. Okay, hier dürfen wir jetzt auch erstmal noch nicht lang springen. Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt wirklich erstmal zum Cardinal. Davor würde ich aber gerne mal meine Pokémon heilen. Für 500 Poké-Dollar. Ach, diesmal wurde es sogar kostenlos. Nice. Okay, die Musik hat sich signifikant verändert. Und wir bekommen keine Pokémon-Encounter mehr. Das heißt, wir sind jetzt wahrscheinlich angekommen. Hallo Cardinal. Der hat einen Scaleon dabei. Leave me, I'm meditating. I told you to leave! Me and my Scaleon are in the midst of our training. New fall, you said? You must be quite tough if you manage to take it here only to deliver me this water. I reckon it was hard. Let me give you and your Pokemon some. It will give your strength back. Oh, okay. Bless me, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Abraham. Among the 4 cardinals of Eldiv, I'm the one who protects the ground of you're walking on. Mount Starbursts, it's the heartbeat of our region, and without a proper balance, I'd risk destroying its own ecosystem. I'm here to ward it off, and at the same time, I take the opportunity to forge my spirit. Did you see that, Scaleon? Someone came here for a visit. Scale! Then tell me, my young friend, do you want to listen to the old legends? You see, I know them all as inside out. Whoever believes I'm more than 500 years old is not that far from the truth. Ha ha! But if my guess serves, that's not what you're here for, am I right? You know, you remind me of a person. Of course, you must be Versil's child. You are two of a kind. Your father was a great man and a real asset to our region. The terrible news of his disappearance was quite a shock for all of us. Oh, forgive my rude demeanor. What did you say your name was? Shadow. I assume you came here seeking answers, don't you, kid? Well then, I'll tell you everything I know about it. But stay strong, because the story doesn't end well. You should know that your father has always been fascinated with science and progress. That's why he decided, along with his best friend Victor, to set up a laboratory at Dwarf City, with the purpose of making it the biggest one in the region. Victor wasn't a skillful trainer, but to make it up for it, he was a first-class mind. In other words, he was a perfect partner for your father. Step by step, the lab staff enriched with new co-workers and became well known all over Eldif. Among them was the renowned Aster, a kid about your age back then, who was considered an excellent and particularly bright assistant. In short, your father was doing his dream job, along with his friends and with a splendid family. But then the unthinkable, what you're wearing in your ear. It's the Earth Core, isn't it? Therefore, I shall say you are aware of the recent attacks by X-Pokemon? They have become commonplace nowadays, but their discovery is not a recent thing. Your father and Victor discovered them. Creatures from a mysterious universe, the human mind could finally go further. Verse believed that these specimen had to be bred as normal Pokemon, but Victor had completely opposite ideals. Since then, their paths diverged and the passion, da habe ich jetzt vergessen vorzulesen, tut mir leid, invested in his ideas. Victor resigned and promised he would have found a solution to the problem. Using the funds acquired in his studies, he set up his personal organization. Entschuldigung, ich muss einmal kurz was trinken. Die Stimme geht echt auf den Hals. With the sole purpose of sealing the X-Pokemon forever. As you might have guessed, Victor is the brains behind Team Dimension. Ja, das dachte ich mir schon fast. Besser. Kid, it's very probable that he was the one who made your father Verse disappear, so that he could have no opponents. But unfortunately for him, his love has been inherited by the new generation led by Aster. Trust me, Team Dimension couldn't have made a worse enemy. Now I ask you to come with me, Shadow. I've got something to show you. Here, kid, follow me. Okay. Interessant, diese Backstory mit unserem Vater. Ich denke mal nach da oben. Jawohl. Yeah. So. We're heading for the Zenith Cave, one of the 4 Xenogates of the region. Oh, okay. The access is permitted only to those who achieved Luxflon's blessing. But let's not argue semantics, I will explain everything later. The plan of Team Dimension is merely the first domino. The whole planet is in extreme danger. But to fully comprehend these words of mine, it's necessary for you to learn about this ancient legend. Billion years ago, the universe was ruled by a majestic and powerful Pokemon, Vacuum. Its size was comparable to a planet, its body burning like a star. Just like every creature, Vacuum was torn deep down by diametrically opposed intentions. The light, symbol of peace and evolution, and the darkness, bearer of terror and annihilation, Despite its tremendous power, the primeval creature was still subject to the arrow of time. Therefore doomed to age and become weaker and weaker. Meanwhile, the dark energy within the creature, willing to leave the dying shell, started rebelling with the purpose of establishing its own separated identity. And thus the darkness busted out of its prison, causing the death of Pokémon itself. A large-scale deflagration was triggered and unleashed, life throughout our universe. Galaxies, stars and planets were generated. The Earth formed ruled half by the light being Luxflon, who incarnated following the explosion, and half by the Dark Lord Dragalisk. To maintain the balance between them, there were 3 elemental guardians, parts of Vacuum 2. The starter Pokémon, Shylion, Trishard and Shulong. So called because they were forerunners of life. But Dragalisk was convinced that life was necessary and banished them from its territory. Therefore, they found refuge in Luxflon's domain. Thanks to them, the hemisphere under the rule of the light being grew prosperous and florid. On the other hand, the one under the Dark Lords rotted and remained a primal inhospitable stage. Whereupon the latter, envious of its brother's work, decided to make its move. It wanted to steal some of the energy Luxflon used to make Earth flourish so rapidly. Thanks to the intervention of both Luxflon and the starter Pokemon, the attack turned into a defeat. However, Dragalisk was able to take over a tiny amount of energy it used to create soldiers under its will. The X-Pokemon. Alongside with its new army, the Dark One attempted another stampede, but it failed again. Then, according to legend, the Light Being, horrified by this greed of power, broke into its energy reserves to turn away definitively its evil twin. In doing so, Dragalisk was confined in another dimension, the Xenoverse. Under the domain of light, the Earth attained its fullest development. However, the Dark Lord never got over the defeat and tried several more times over the millennia to wreak havoc on its original planet by tearing fault lines in space and time. But if Team Dimension were to break into the Xenoverse, darkness would fall on our lives. The rifts already located all over the region would give Dragalisk its chance of revenge. It could finally be able to take over everything that Luxflon has developed until now. But there is a way to avert this threat. The starter Pokemon are the harmony that keeps this world alive, and you, Shadow, bear one of them. You are the expected one, whose duty is to prevent this destruction. The region, no, Earth, needs you. You are still missing something to do this, though. I took you here to ensure you obtain a power that goes far beyond the one you currently possess. I'm talking about the Xenoverse evolution. Thanks to that, you will be able to unlock the full potential of your Pokemon. In order to be given this power, however, you have to cross the limits of man. Shadow, you see that enormous cascade there? That's not water flowing, it's terrestrial energy. It's Luxflon itself, trying to patch the rifts between this world and the other. Only those who possesses the Earth Core can therefore walk through the Xeno gate behind it. But to do that, you must be filled with a certain amount of grudge. That's why I don't know what you're going to face in there, or even give you any help. Remember, though, without good, there's no evil, and vice versa. This is the key to harness blue energy. Enough with a lollygagging now, it's time to act. Come what may. Always trust your ability and your Pokemons. Delve in there and come back victorious with an incredible new power. O light being, so to you is my prayer. Grant your apostle the chance to face this trial. Now go, Shadow. Okay, alles klar. Da mal auf ins Xenoverse. So wie es aussieht. A weird energy spreads through the cascade. The Xenogate sucks you towards it. Okay, und damit herzlich willkommen im Xenoverse. So wie es aussieht. Ist da eine andere Version von mir oder was? Finally! You can't even imagine how long I've been waiting for this moment. It could seem strange, but I don't need introductions because I am you. That's it. I'm your altar, your nemesis born and raised in this dark, gloomy world. I have no family, no friends, nothing like that. I've watched you every single day of your life. You have all I've ever wanted. I hate you with all my will. But the time for self-pity is over now. I finally have my revenge. By defeating you, I will take your place. Hehe, you're scared, aren't you? During all these years, I've thrived on your grudge, growing stronger and stronger. You won't be the one defeating Team Dimension, not even the one saving Dad or anything else. I will do it, and so I'll finally receive the glory I deserve. Come out, Try-Shot! Try! Okay, der hat auch selber einen Try-Shot. See, Shadow, this Try-Shot is just like me. I grew up in this cruel, primitive mood, not like your stupid Pokemon. You better watch out. This place is gonna be your grave. You are challenged by Alter. Alles klar. Hallo Try-Shot. Ich gehe auch rein mit Try-Shot. Los! Aufruhr! Ich hoffe mal, du hast keinen anderen Typen. Nee, aber es nutzt dasselbe Moveset. Au! Das Doofe ist, sein Try-Shot ist warum auch immer stärker als meins. Finde ich nicht cool. So, Soundtypen. Wir haben leider keinen Kampf. Wasser ist leider sehr schwach gegen Sound, deswegen werde ich jetzt mal mit Sharkbird mit Harrow reingehen. Schlagbohrer. Beziehungsweise Bohrschnabel. Das war zwar nicht sehr effektiv, hat aber funktioniert. So, damit haben wir Auto besiegt. Why? Why? Und, oh, 5100 Pokédollar, dankeschön. I can't believe it. I lost. I really lost. How can you be so good? Why do you have everything while I have nothing? Das weiß ich auch nicht. I'm the reflection of your grudge, your negative ego. You should be afraid of me. Aber du tust mir eigentlich nur leid. Why are you still standing here without finishing me? You keep staying with me despite all this. This makes me happy. Yeah, because this is how my new life begins. From now on, I'll follow you like a shadow, and when your hatred will overwhelm you, I will come out and make it all shadow. Okay. Hey, Shadow! Can you hear me? The gate is closing. The auto turned into the essence of the Xenoverse. It's the Xenocore. Und natürlich nehmen wir ihn einfach mal mit. Okay. Interessant. The negative projection of your Pokémon turned into a ring. It's the Xenoversal ring. Huh. Wir haben einfach mal beides mitgenommen. Warum nicht? Kann man machen. Wo ist der Wasserfall hin? Ah, I see. You managed to get the Xenoverse core. Why don't you try the new power right now, Shadow? Go on, give the ring to your starter Pokemon. Okay, give the Xenoverse ring to your starter Pokemon and put it on top of your party. So, dann geben wir dir doch direkt einmal den Xenoring. Ja, einmal tauschen. Und Try-Shot. Changed Form. So, ich würde es jetzt aber trotzdem einmal kurz gerne aufheilen noch. Look, your Pokemon has changed form. Try! So this is the essence of the Xenoverse core. Your Pokemon has a whole different look, more savage, more animal. Just like the Xenoverse, which knows no development. Okay. Bravo, Shadow. You've been able to bridle your hatred and become stronger. Go on, take your Pokemon. We're going back to Fort Bird now. Okay, Try-Shot, wir kämpfen. What the heck is happening? Doesn't seem to be able to control the blue energy, Shadow. Take your Pokemon back into its basic form. Ah, where did it go now? The situation is critical, Shadow. Your Pokemon has run away, but it can't have gone far. I'm sure it's still wandering around the volcano. There's no time to waste. I'm going to the top. Ei. Na toll. Aber ich finde es cool, dass sie es diesmal so gemacht haben, dass die Starter auch wirklich besondere Pokémon sind. Wobei diese neue Version von Try-Shot natürlich auch sehr cool ausschaut. Einmal kurz meine Pokémon heilen, bitte. Dankeschön. Die Frage ist, ob es hier ist, weil er wollte ja, weil unser Liga-Kollege wollte ja wieder zum... Shadow, this way! Ah, da ist es. Scaleon has been right on its tail. Your Pokemon can't escape now. Sure? But now it's your duty to appease its rage. You're the only one who can do it. Komm runter, Try-Shot. Try! Someone's in trouble here, huh? I definitely say so. An ex-Pokemon. Looks like I'm famous among old fogies too, but I'm not here for my admirers. I got a bone to pick with this brat right here. Try-Shot is a valid member of the Xenoverse army now, and throughout it'll get my revenge. They say it's sweetest when it's served up cold, but who cares? Take him down! The situation is worse than I expected. Scaleon, go over and help Shadow. Try! Ey, die ganzen Stimmen gehen echt hart auf den Hals. Bring it on, the boss Pokémon Trishout wants to battle. Das hätte ich ja nicht gedacht, dass wir jetzt wirklich auch gegen Trishout kämpfen müssen irgendwann mal. Aber es war eigentlich ziemlich klar, dass es keine gute Idee ist. Diesem Vieh unseren Dinges zu geben. Also Trishout was aus dem Xenoverse zu geben. Aber gut. Okay, Primal Screech. Das ist wahrscheinlich eine neue Soundattacke, die es jetzt erlernt hat ohne uns. Ah, wir haben jetzt auch Scaleon. Nice. Ich würde es gern behalten. Scaleon ist cool. So, machen wir einmal Dragon Dance. Hi! Last Resort. Okay, das Vieh ist gerade eben viel zu stark. Nächstes Pokémon bitte einmal nutzen. Sharpedo. Ich habe leider echt nicht viel gegen Trishout. Das war nicht... Achso, klar, Soundtype. Soundtype löscht die Schwäche aus. Ich weiß halt leider immer noch nicht, was es wirklich effektiv gegen den Soundtype ist. Wahrscheinlich Drache, aber Scaleon ist halt gerade eben draufgegangen. Instant. Das war nicht sehr gut. Okay. Alter. So, Spark. Bzzzt. Ah! Elektro ist sehr effektiv auf Sound. Apparently. Too bad, dass es jetzt auch wieder ausgelöscht ist. Also das ist jetzt echt ein starkes Vieh. Ich versuch's mal mit Hypnose. Hypnose hat nicht funktioniert. Achso, weil es schon Dingens hat. Dann Psystrahl. Immerhin. Er hat den ersten Lebensbalken haben wir vernichtet. Aber so viel Schaden macht das halt leider auch nicht. Nightshade, machst du mehr? Nightshade macht mehr Schaden. Obwohl es nicht sehr effektiv ist. Hauptsache, ich kann nochmal Nightshade nutzen. Und damit... Ach, komm. Ja! Psystrahl. Yes! Trishout ist ausgeschaltet. Mehr oder weniger. The Boss Trishout fainted. Jawohl. Das hat ganz schön wenig EP gegeben dafür, dass es so krass war. No, 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 not again! No! How can you always come out right? Trishout, destroy this nobody in the name of our Lord. Try! How dare you turn your back on me and join the miserable beings? What? We're superior. He's too strong for me right now. I wouldn't get out of it easily. Bah, whatever. These fools will deal with the master, and then it will be the end for them. And you little brat, just know that someday I'll get my revenge with my own hands. But until that day comes, adieu, Gengar! Shadow, try to appease your Pokemon's mind now. Try! The battle made Trishout realize the real value of your friendship. Looks like it can control the blue energy now. Sehr schön. Fortunately, everything turned out well in the end. Friendship between fellow adventurers overwhelms every spell. Am I right, Scaleon? Scale! Now, you have that power in your hands. Try to limit the excesses. As you have seen, it's a power which has its foundation in hatred, so when mishandled, it could lead to severe consequences. I urge you to use it well. It has been a real pleasure knowing you, Shadow. It's been years since I last had the chance to meet a valiant trainer like you. With that power, you will finally level the playing field with Victor and Team Dimension. Just remember, at the almighty Luxflon watches over your path and protects you. Oh, I almost forgot. Now that you've resolved this issue, I'm sure that Nufar is ready to challenge you in her gym. But watch out, she could not be as large and muscular as her granddad, but she doesn't mess around. And I want you to take this little present from me too. Ein Icarium Age. Wahrscheinlich zum Schwimmen, zum Fliegen, oder? This is the mineral of the Icarium Age. Using a contraption created by Aster, you can invoke my Scalium to plow the sky above Eldif. Oh, Scalium kann fliegen. And go back to places where you already visited. Why don't you give it a try and fly back to Ishtar? Promise me you will stand your ground with my niece, okay? Dankeschön. Dann würde ich aber sagen, sehen wir uns erst in der nächsten Folge wieder von Let's Play Pokémon Xenoverse. Bis dahin und tschüss.